Welcome to Happy Healthy Living with Yvonne Douglas. My name is Doug, and today we're going to make a traditional German cucumber salad called Gurkensalat. And I think it's going to go really well with the beef bourguignon mashed casserole we just made in our last episode. So this is a great little side to make for that or any meal. Stay tuned. So we're back. So let's talk about the ingredients we're going to need to make our delicious cucumber salad, or as they would say in German, Gurkensalat. So first of all, you'll need a bowl. Now, I'm not making a big batch. This is just a small little salad that I'm going to make for myself. But this goes really well with the beef bourguignon mashed casserole that I just made in my last video. Hopefully, and if you haven't watched that yet, you need to watch it because that is so delicious. I'm telling you, it is, it's the best. But this as a little side to that would go perfectly. Now, my mom used to make this growing up. However, she made it two different ways, sort of like the traditional German way, but then also she would add sour cream to it once in a while, which I loved as a kid. Oh my gosh, I love that creaminess. So you can make it either way, but I personally feel with the beef bourguignon mashed casserole, if you're going to make it with that, I would do it the traditional way, okay? Because it's going to just be a little bit lighter. The beef bourguignon casserole is already kind of hearty and has that sauce and the mashed potatoes, and it's creamy already. So this just adds a nice little contrast to that dish. But if you wanted to make it with the sour cream, you can totally do it with the sour cream. All right, so let me show you how we're going to make it. First of all, talk about the ingredients. We got extra virgin olive oil. Now, most Germans would use neutral oil, but I love the extra virgin olive oil with it. It just gives it some really nice flavor. This is super important. This is Hengstenberg Altmeister German vinegar, seasoned vinegar. This vinegar is so good. It goes so great with salads. Now, where can you get this? Well, of course, you can get it maybe at a German butcher, a German shop. You can buy it online. You can buy it on Amazon. Check around for it. I think maybe in Texas, Central Market might have it. But this is so good. And if you live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, definitely Kubi's has it in Dallas. Kubi's is off of, I forgot the name of the street, but it's right across from SMU. So if you're in that area, definitely. But if you live somewhere else in the United States, then check Amazon, or if you have a German store near you. I know in New York they have a bunch of German places. Anyway, it's called Hengstenberg Altmeister seasoned vinegar. Super important. All right. Then salt and pepper, dillweed, very important. And then just a little bit of sugar. I'm actually, for this amount that I'm going to be making, I'm only using about a teaspoon of sugar. Onion, we're going to need some white onion that's going to be sliced very thinly, and that's super important. And your cucumber. Now you can, depending on how much you're making, I'm just using this little cucumber here because, like I said, it's for myself. But I wanted to show you something which I feel is important. The traditional way of making this cucumber salad is by making thin sliced cucumbers. The cucumbers should be thinly sliced. Now I have this grater here, and it has this part in the middle. And you can use that, but I noticed when I did it, it's kind of on the thicker side. It doesn't come really that thin. So I stay away from that. I like just cutting it myself. So I'm going to slice it very, very thin. And you can totally peel the outside, or if you want to leave it on. I'm going to peel it. Okay, so my cucumber has been peeled. And I'm just going to do very thin slices. And let me show you. This is how thin it should be. Okay? So very thin as you can possibly get it. but I like cutting it with a knife. So I wanted to show you this, what I'm using. I sliced it up, my cucumbers, and it's approximately a cup. So that's how much I'm making, and it's, like I said, just for me. So we got our cucumbers, and now don't forget, make sure you wash your cucumber before you start slicing it and peeling it. All right, next we have our onion. So for that amount, I'm just gonna do like maybe not even a fourth of a cup, maybe less than that, of sliced onion. Now we want our onion to be very thinly sliced. And I'm just chopping it up small, just like that. So this is like, for that amount, not even like a fourth of a cup of onion. Okay, so we have that. I'm gonna add that to my salad. Now, with German Gurkensalat or cucumber salad, you really want that acidity from the vinegar in your salad. So usually it's equal parts. So for instance, I'm going to be using 2 tablespoons of the oil, and then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of the vinegar. If you don't want it that acidic, then you can just cut down on the vinegar. But traditionally, this is the way it's made. So I'm going to add my 2 tablespoons of the oil, extra virgin olive oil. Remember, traditional recipe, they use neutral oil. And then my Altmeister German vinegar. And if you were going to make it with sour cream, you would do the same thing and add 2 tablespoons of sour cream. But I'm not making it with the sour cream this time. Like I said, about a fourth of a teaspoon of pepper, freshly cracked pepper. Same thing with the salt, about a fourth of a teaspoon maybe. And 1 teaspoon of sugar. And we're going to add about close to a teaspoon of dill weed. That's all it is, folks. Then you want to toss that nicely. And you definitely want to chill this in the refrigerator. Cover it with some handy wrap or plastic wrap. And then you're going to put it in the refrigerator, leave it in there for a minimum of 30 minutes so it gets nice and chilled. And then you can serve it with whatever dish you're making. But if you make that beef bourguignon mashed casserole, oh, you have to make this with that as a side. It is so delicious, goes perfectly. Thank you so much for joining us today on Happy Healthy Living with Yvonne Douglas. Remember, if you want that homey vibe, you need to subscribe. And please give this video a like. Until next time, my friends, happy healthy living and happy cooking. Bye-bye. Take a bite. So good.